Oh my goodness. Wow, it's been so long since I went live. Well, hey, let's see. I have got issues tonight, it seems. It's been a long time since I've gone live, and I thought I would just do this live instead of pre recording because I do so many and I pre record and then I don't get them edited. But I have to say, hey, how are you? I have to say that, and I can remember Lauren more than I can remember, what is it, hidden true crime. So let me just say, um, normally I got hair just going everywhere. It was doing that for y'all probably don't remember, but I Dream of Jeannie. I had the I Dream of Jeannie hairdo going on today, and now it's just kind of whatever. And I don't know what's up with my camera, cuts in, out, whatever. I look like my hair is not even now. I guess I should just quit, right? But do do y'all know or do y'all watch that channel, Hidden True Crime with Lauren Matthias? Oh, thank you. My hair is a hot mess right now. Let me tell you, my daughter has to put up for me. Having a lot of trouble with one of my arms and have to bend my head down to do it myself. So I just tell my daughter, put my hair up, and today it ended up looking like I Dream of Jeannie. So I just kept going with it. But I had watched Hidden True Crime because my neighbor is also into trials, and we usually do the trials. So, and we normally have the same opinions of the trials, and we normally have the same opinion of who we want to watch the trial with, if that makes sense. Oh, hot mess, gorgeous, you're so sweet. Okay, so that's it. The 9 hour one is what I'm fixing to get to. But anyways, I went ahead and I went on that channel to watch a couple of videos because, like I said, my neighbor and I normally we it's amazing our thought process and our feelings towards creators and our favorite creator to watch any trial with is, as many people would know, Emily D. Baker. I've thought of being live just for my reactions and thoughts as they happen and then post that or go back and edit it. But my problem is I would have to stream Emily D. Baker while I did it because I absolutely have to watch the trials with her. Before she can say code red, I'm on it. Before she can say there's so many times that what she says is coming right out of my mouth. And a matter of fact, I told my husband, you know, it because it's amazing. But it lets me know, or at least in my opinion, it tells me that I'm spot on because Emily's spot on too. So, whoops. So, anyways, Oh, you're so nice. Hit that like button. You know what? I don't ask for subs or nothing, and I probably should, right? Um, I told my husband I'm getting to where I'm fixing to be doing this on a regular. Look, I got to figure that out, but we'll worry about that later, or maybe I'll just leave it go. Okay, so this is the deal. I did watch Hidden True Crime a few times, and It they just neither one of them were my cup of tea. They just weren't. So, um, because I watched them a few times, or maybe because I watch true crime, and by true crime, what I mean is I watch the trials. I watch some other creators that do things along the lines of what I do is give my thoughts and opinions afterwards. And um, there's not that many people that watch, but for those that do, hope they enjoy. Because I have fun getting off my chest what my feelings are, if that makes sense. So anyway, the other day, that 9-hour live that she did, um, give me one second because I was flabbergasted to say the least. It was like, oh my gosh. And the thing that was, oh my gosh, okay, let me show you because I was like, just the title of it, right? Just the title of it. I was like, "Oh my heavens." Let me see, where is it?
Reads, quote, "Here is the voice of my ex-friend." Do we
Just
need to play this
the
stuff or is it just a
title of
show? Okay.
this.
On August 29th, she made another post on TikTok and
Whoops, did I
Instagram
lose
where
the
she shows
title?
photos of me, and
Yeah, it's
part
right
of what she
there.
says in
I
her own
can't
voice
stay
while showing
silent
photos of me is,
anymore.
quote,
I'm being
"Yeah,
stalked
sure.
and
I'm
bullied
talking about this
and
toxic person
fear
I
for
met
my
and
safety.
I knew for a year,"
Are
end quote.
you
In other
serious right
words,
now?
this is
That
about
is my question.
me, and she
Is
makes it
she
clear.
serious right now?
Additionally,
Oh,
the
so
respondent often uses
immediately
other people to
my nosy
promote her
butt goes
accounts,
on over there
join her
because
campaign, and
I
or
want to know
request
who's
that they give her
stalking her. I
advice for
want
what
to
she should
know
be doing
what's
next.
going
This can
on.
be
What
shown with
type of
direct
threats is
examples
she
from both
getting? Oh my
accounts.
goodness, people
On
shouldn't be
July
going
8th,
real
she
life,
featured an
etc.,
accomplice
etc.
named Sarah in a video posted on both
So,
Instagram and TikTok. Part of the caption on
I didn't
TikTok
watch
read,
her. I
quote,
didn't watch her
"Also, I'm
on
curious if
that
you know who I am
either.
talking about,
Uh,
and if you yourself have
I
stories
never
to
watched
share. Don't name
her
names in
on
the
the Daybell
caption.
or
Just
the
let me know
Delphi
if you
case.
know,"
I
end
didn't
quote.
even know
I met this
that
person,
she
Sarah, at one point
covered
in
that
line
stuff,
during a
right?
criminal trial
Uh,
I
I
was
didn't.
covering back in
I really didn't.
2024, but I have never spent
But
any time with her
now that the
personally, nor do I
Daybell
know her on
is
any personal
over,
level. The only other interactions I have had
it's
with
like she's
Sarah
gone
was
into
to
some type
ask
of
if a seat was
crash
available at a
mode
press conference with
or didn't know
extremely
what to do with
limited seating,
herself.
and when she came up to my
Or
dinner table in Boise,
maybe
Idaho, to
she was
confront me,
bored.
in
Maybe
which
it
the
was
respondent later
slow
posted a
in
public
the
video about.
stuff
On
that
July
she
12th,
carries. I
12th,
don't
the
know.
respondent made her first
Oh, I don't
posts
know who
on
goes
both
9 hour
TikTok and
live with
Instagram that
no
had my
bathroom
voice in them.
breaks. I mean,
The caption both
mercy.
for both
Yeah.
posts read in
Oh,
part,
that's true.
quote,
Pre-recorded,
"So,
edited, and cut
this is
up
my
most
boldest
likely.
post yet. I want your
That's true.
feedback
I
and
never thought of that.
commentary. Should I do
That's a good
another
one.
bold one?"
But
Comments for that
the
include a
other
comment
thing
from
that
someone
got
with the
me
handle
is
Quaffle Knox that
if you're
reads,
so
quote,
scared,
"Girl
right? If
playing
you're
her
so
voice is
scared, let me,
diabolical."
I just wanted to
The
read that because I couldn't
respondent
remember the whoop.
then
All right. If
responds
you're
to the
so
comment
scared,
stating, quote, "As in, give you more? Or maybe I went too far with this post?" Someone with the name Felicia Henry O'Shields. Well, that's familiar. The
oh, am
person
I
that
being
emailed
too
John DeLynn. She comments, "No, we need more." Waffle Knox responds,
Oh, I
100%
thought I
keep
turned her
going.
off.
Lori, an
Is she
accomplice, the one
talking?
that
Oh my gosh. Y'all, was she talking that whole time? Oh man. Well, I hope it was some of her whining. I was sitting here trying to figure out what in the world you were saying because I thought I had it muted. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. That's what I get for going live, right? There ain't no editing that out. My apologies. But so anyways, I go and I'm watching this I'm watching this live this person is doing. She's up on a bed, which later we find out I'm assuming she was in a motel room because she was she was complaining. She was complaining that because of her stalker, she was not at her dying mother's bedside because she had to make that video. Or I was like, "Excuse me? Does that make any sense to you guys that she would have to do a video where she's crying and she's saying she's being so mistreated?" I sure hope y'all heard that. Okay, I'm sorry. I just stopped sharing. Maybe that'll help. Goodness gracious. Okay, can you hear me now? Oh my goodness. Could y'all hear me at all during that? I'm so I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. My question, in case you missed it, was all right. So I'm watching this video, right? And there's this grown woman in a bed crying. And then later you find out that she's blaming her stalker, or wait, the alleged stalker, this person that she calls a stalker through her entire video. Whoops. And she is by no means, are you kidding me? She's not a stalker. Oh my eyes, excuse me. So anyway, at the end of this video or towards the end, I can't remember because let me just explain to you. What I did was I watched maybe 2 hours on her stream. There was no way I could watch any more, and in 2 hours, I had yet to find anything threatening or harmful, and to be quite honest, the TikToks were, I mean, you had to have a pretty guilty conscience in order to think the TikTok was about you. 'Cause she didn't say your name, she didn't call you out, nothing. So, would you not say that's duh, right there? But your guilty conscience, you're like, "Oh my god, she's talking about me. Oh my gosh, I've gotta stop this." Well, why? She only has a few hundred folks watching her, right? And yet you go on your platform of thousands and announce this crap? I was at my mother's bedside last days, hours, and nothing, no one could move me. Exactly. Isn't that how most of us are? I had a friend, have a friend, but she passed. So do you say have or had now? She was my friend since second grade. Anyways, or Yeah, about 2nd, 3rd grade, and, it ended up that in our last year her last years, I've been out here for 20 years now, but we ended up moving within, I guess it's about an hour and a half drive from each other, and, she was diagnosed with lung cancer, and I went to see her every week, sometimes 3 times a week, sometimes 2 times a week, sometimes once a week. It just depended on the need. And when her husband called to tell me that she wasn't gonna be with us much longer, I got a hold of my husband and we drove and we got there and we were there till 2:30 in the morning or so, sitting with her husband, her, and her sister, her big sister. And it was about 2:30, 3, and they told us, "Go on home. Go on. You can come back tomorrow." When we walked in our door, there wouldn't be a tomorrow. She had gone. So, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine sitting now, and the reason that I talk about my friend, my mother and I were not close. However, if I were there and it was a situation she was in her deathbed, I wouldn't have moved. I wouldn't have budged. I'd have been right there. I was always right there for her. No matter how ugly she did me or the hateful things that she did to me, I was never ugly to my mother. I just wouldn't. So, and I'm sorry for your loss too. Uh, my mother passed 4 years ago. Fell apart for a few days, but then I got on with business, right? Oh, okay. See, now that right there, that TikTok that was about this business right here, she would have known that that TikTok was about her. But all the other TikToks could have been about another friend that used to be her friend. And for all of us who had no idea that they were friends anyway, we're not going to know they were talking about Lauren. So, what did her going live do? What did it do? It got her views, and she thought it was going to get her sympathy. Now, she did get sympathy from people who can't see the light or can't think on their own because, like I said, it was the title, right? It was the title that sucked me into that video. But it was Lauren who let everybody know, everybody, No, about the ugly TikTok, but they're just words. They're just words. So, and the other thing that got me is her sitting up there just a boo-hooing. How did y'all like that? Because a long crime, I have to go. And then you got all these people saying, "Oh, I'm gonna unsub from long crime. I'm never watching long crime again." Well, let me just ask you, if you were in fear for your safety, if you were scared for your life, seems to me you'd want law and crime involved in showing that stuff so the public knows. So anything happens to you, you know that that person that was after you is gonna be got. Know what I mean? I mean, I just know. It was just absolutely ridiculous. And in the restaurant, sweet pea. No, no, maybe it's just sweet cheeks or something. You went into that restaurant after your stalker was supposedly in there. And then you got some stuff happening in your supposed stalkers over in Europe. I like this one. Sticks and stones don't hurt, but TikTok breaks bones. Yeah, I mean, let me ask, how many people watch that TikTok before Lauren showed them? I mean, I say everybody started watching because Lauren went on her show and did this podcast of I'm being stalked, and then she goes on Duty Ron. Yeah, well, okay. I have to say that John, I have problems with, being he is a psychologist and he, hold on, I gotta take a drink. Let me mute this. Excuse me. And just so y'all know, that was water, and it's real funny because I used to drink root beer, only A&W root beer, and before that it was I would only drink Coca-Cola and medication. Isn't that funny? Medication and being sick is what changed it. But the thing is that I don't understand about her husband is when they went back on that, whatever they had to say, and that he's, I guess, trying to diagnose the situation. And it was like, dude, that's your wife doing that business, not this other person. But I just think, yeah. Here's the thing: if she was really scared of Christina, is that her name, Christina? She wouldn't have done 15 hours of live calling her a stalker because that would risk its retaliation, especially without an active order. And the thing is, I hope Christina has a case and goes and sues her because she's wasted the court's time and she's tried to start something where nothing needed to be started. She just wanted some attention. And drama sells, right? Drama sells. I mean, oh, yeah. with amazing mothers. That's the truth. I love when people have sweet, loving mamas, and that's what I tried to be to my children and my grandchildren, you know? Um, but I'm a woman full of empathy, that's for sure. Gets me in trouble sometimes. Okay, so here it is. So it had about 50 views. And then go on TikTok or now and check out her videos. They're in the thousands. In the thousands. HV admit YouTube is all I can handle. Who's HV? Oh, heaven? No, I don't know. Yeah, it took me a while now. I can view the TikToks and it's just right. The worst part for victims is restraining orders don't work. In most stalking cases, people have been killed. I mean, people, it makes me sick that she's out there pretending she's being stalked when real victims that are being stalked, they may not be listened to because of her. It's like the boy that cried wolf. I mean, you can put it in any terminology. You can say it any which way you want, but that old adage story of the boy who cried wolf, well, it's got a lot of reason to be out there. That's the truth. If you cry wolf too many times, nobody's going to listen, right? I mean, nobody's going to listen. Wait, who's unemployed? Dr. John? I didn't know that it was ethical for you as a doctor to treat your family members. Well, maybe ethical's not the word. Oh, I would never let John anywhere near my children if I had any. Wow, that's scary thought. That doesn't sound weird at all. Not weird at all. When Corey set sail, I told his mama, I said, you know what? Don't you cry for me when it's my time to go. Corey's going to be the one here holding my hand when I cross over that rainbow. Uh, it doesn't sound weird at all. Not at all. So, I know that I don't have a whole bunch of people watching, obviously. I'm not that big of a person. But did any of you watch Queen Bee? Because, if you want to know if the gossip on the YouTube streets is true or false, you go over to Queen Bee, you're going to find out because she knows whether it's true or false. And if she says that somebody's not good or they're doing bad things, you can bank on it. She knows the folks of this. So anyway, Queen Bee was able to get a video um, portion. Did y'all hear about Lauren striking? Is it Kay Woodcock's daughter, Kesha? Kresha? Did y'all hear about that? Anyway, Queen Bee has audio, well, she has video of what was said. And she said, anybody that wants to can share it. Now, it was struck, but Queen Bee said that her girls are on it. They're helping Keisha so that she gets her channel back. And not her channel, but gets to put the video back up. And it's eye opening. It's truly eye opening listening to what took place. And Queen Bee has video. So I'm going to share it because, wow. Now, a big portion of it, I'm just going to do the voice somehow because at some point in there, there's a phone number. And Queen Bee was able to put an overlay thing on it. So we'll have to see, but I don't know that I can figure that out. So I may figure out how to do just the voice. But like I said, if you want to know any of the gossip or stories that you're hearing on the internet, and you want to know if they're true, you check out Queen Bee. Now, I'm also going to say that I did end up watching, I'm thinking everything, because I watched it on Turtle Boy. Now, let me explain. There's a whole bunch of stuff that he says and does that I don't agree with at all. Um, his delivery on many things is just not my cup of tea. However, I was not going to give view hours to Lauren. So I flipped on over to Turtle Boy, and let me tell you all, if you want to see Lauren, watch it on Turtle Boy. He truly is rather hysterical when it comes to it. And he did tell her that if she continues this, he's not going to drop it. And have you watched how Turtle Boy goes after somebody? I I wouldn't want him mad at me. You know, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of him. And um, but yeah, and he's called out Duty Ron. Now I don't watch Duty Ron, but apparently he's a ex, I guess, policeman. And I believe he's ill with cancer, and I'm I'm in awe, or I'm shocked, I guess I should say, that he's claiming, yeah, this is a horrible, horrible case. Are these people crazy? I mean, how can it be a horrible, horrible case? I don't get it. That's just it's just weird. Well, I got thoughts on this one, brutally honest. And I don't mean this ugly whatsoever, I don't. But oh, just a second, I need another drink. Hold on. Okay, sorry. All right, so I agree. Uh, how many of y'all like? Okay, like I said in the beginning, I watched her because my neighbor had talked about their channel, but I heard her talking about her husband, and it was like she was trying to sound like she loved him and idolized him, but it was like the emotion wasn't behind it. I don't know how to explain that because I mean, it just was fake feeling. And then if you watched her on the video where I guess Dr. John was um, analyzing the situation, she tried to pretend she was interested in what he was saying. Yet there were numerous times that she clearly forgot that she was actually watching herself in the camera and forgetting to put on the airs like she was interested in what he was saying. It seemed like she wanted to be the one explaining and acting like she was the doctor. I don't know, but she sure don't act like she's just majorly in love with him. She says the right words, but she doesn't, you know, I don't know. The grifter that cried stalker. But what is she doing? Like this young lady that she's claiming is a stalker, Lauren could actually be putting her in danger, couldn't she? Because how do you know if Lauren has some crazy followers that like would go make her life a living, you know what? So Dr. John is an unpaid volunteer, unemployed? Okay, I'm confused there. It's not ethical, and I think, gosh, John is not a yeah, I think, gosh, he's not a medical doctor either. Oh, wouldn't that be heaven? Well, yeah, that that. But Lauren says that wasn't her brother. But did these people? I'm just curious. Did these attorneys just take the case, listen to what Lauren said, just had a stack of exhibits that they were going to present in court, yet didn't bother to look at anything? Because to me, that's the only way that would have gone to court at all. Aw. Yeah, Queen Bee, she's good. I don't get to watch her as much as I used to, but difficult research, yes. And it is up on Facebook. Aw. Well, okay, so wait, let me go back here. Yeah. See, there was a time I knew everybody in Queen Bee's circle. She's gotten so huge. I don't even I haven't heard from her in probably over a year. See, I don't hate Turtle Boy at all. That's not. I mean, he's a young man on the internet, and I just don't. Like I said, he's just not my cup of tea. He's got some language that's, you know, I, I'm not too far from 70. He's got some language that's just, kind of rather offensive to me, but um and he's his biggest cheerleader, like full of himself. Just nobody needs to brag about him because he's going to brag about himself. But yeah, I guess that's just oh yeah, the eyebrows. Oh my God. And you know what's funny is watching her, that's all I could look at. So when Turtle Boy was like doing the eyebrows, I was like, "Oh my gosh." That yeah, he's not my cup of tea. But yet if there's something that he's covering and I want to know about it, I'm going to listen to him before I'm going to listen to somebody else because I'm gonna believe him because he seems truthful, but that's my opinion. But when it came to, like I said, when it comes to this 9 hour boohoo, woohoo is me trying to sound like I'm scared for my life, and this crap about her little boy, oh, give me a break. Give me a break. The only reason that little boy at 8 years old would know anything is because his mama was telling him about it, or she was going on about BS. Yeah, she did. She looked bored and angry. It's just so weird. Like, 'cause the attention's not on her or something. Oh, former New York Police Department 9/11 survivor, but he jumped gun without doing any due diligence. That's he did. I mean, wow, I'm so behind in chat. Look at this. I'm just going, oh my gosh. But yeah, he did. Oh, you mean, oh, well, Lauren said she was getting death threats, didn't she? Didn't she say they're getting them now? And a lot of people are harassing Christina. See, the thing is Christina was just this young mother who sh- you know, does what a lot of people in that age group do, which is nah, 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 back at you. And for that narcissistic injury, the 9 hour live compares. Oh, it was horrible. And on her daughter's channel, she brings that up. That oh, that was it for her. She made lots of money off the case. She's not a family member and she doesn't own the narrative. Emotional manipulation and gaslighting. Everything she claims about others is what Lauren herself is doing. Exactly. And then her husband, who's a psychologist, is agreeing. Yeah, it is. My male high school friend later diagnosed T-cell lymphoma and discussing about preserving sperm prior to chemo treatments. Well, see, now that I understand, right? That definitely those conversations I'm sure happen, and a lot of people do it, right? Uh, Personally, like I say, I'm old. I didn't know that was a conversation had with family members when a male member passes. That's just normal conversation. I mean, I'm not trying to be ugly, but is that normal that if a young man passes that they have that discussion? So, isn't LM lawyer? Yeah, well, that's what they said, but she denies it. But in my opinion, she has no credibility. You know, she just has no credibility. Oh, you meant Christina. Yeah. Lauren striking, yes, Lauren striking Krisha's life was disgusting and sickening. And the lady that comes on after Kay, I don't know her name, but I heard her video today and she's believable as all get out. So this bullying, this treatment of people has been going on quite a while. It just seems to be that's how Lauren is. So yeah, Um, I can see why people are like, "What's going on?" Right? She just, ugh. Okay, see, that I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. But to me, it's like I, I've never dealt with anybody in that situation, I guess. But I personally don't think that's any conversation I'd have had with anybody outside my family. I mean, let's have a little respect, right? To even think about talking about it to somebody other than immediate family is just what? Normal medical discussion prior to treatments, but evidently also for coma patients prior to death, removing artificial breathing for you for messed narcissistic content. Wow. Oh, yeah, I guess. But why would you tell anybody about it? I mean, that's just yeah, for somebody so intelligent, she ain't very smart. I mean, like I said, if you go and you watch Christina's videos, which a lot of people have been doing because she's getting a lot of views. I don't know if you make money on TikTok, but I hope she is. I hope she's making some money off this because y'all know Lauren made buku bucks doing her video. That's, I mean, my gosh, she streamed for 9 hours. And then all the people that were, sending in money and go do this, go do that, so you'll feel a little better. It was like, what? But I've almost been on here for an hour and I didn't play the video that Queen Bee put on. I think it's probably too late now. So y'all go watch that video at Queen Bee's channel. It was very enlightening. I do mean very enlightening. Lauren takes what she wants, not anymore. I'm telling you what, um, part of Lauren's problem, Lauren overshares. It's part of whatever personality disorder she has. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we have all got one, right? I mean, what is it? It's like she seems to run her mouth though. Yeah. And after listening to some other comments, honestly, I think it really blows my mind that she what thought she would get away with it. Did she? Oh man. Bye, Mother of Vincent LePew. You have a good day. Hi and bye. She always makes me smile. But um I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand how this big YouTuber that even even thought that she could get away with. I mean, she's a YouTuber in the crime community. She thought she could get away with making these accusations and having us fall for this? Is that it? See you, Mother, if you're listening. But I don't get it, right? It just you're not stalked when she's there first. And to know that she had bought her ticket to CrimeCon in advance, almost a year in advance, and then you wanna go, so you come up with a reason to get this fake restraining order, and then you have a picture taken of yourself where you're there, but you're looking afraid, afraid. Well, you don't do it real good, okay? It's not convincing at all. Not convincing. So, I think that you've got a lot of nerve. I really do. And it seems more and more people are coming out. People should come out and tell their truth about what they've been through with you. You're the one that opened a can of worms. You opened it up. Law and crime should investigate this. Because, good Lord Almighty, talk about abusing the system. Yeah, document says she paid $1,800 for the tickets and then got asked to leave. I mean, never watched HGC. No, a little bit about her, but feel like she was trying to get ahead of something really bad act though. Well, everyone will believe me because I'm the prettiest in the land. I don't know. Them eyebrows do it for me. Oh, I can't. But yeah, I think she thinks she is something else, you know. And I agree. There's something out there she don't want people to know about. And then the funny thing is, I didn't know how tight she was with that attorney lady until listening to, is it Awen? I think it's Awen that I listened to her video and you find out, well, she didn't go into it on her video, but she did go into it on Krisha's video. So, but if you go and watch it on Queen Bee, you'll hear it. And wow, is it eye opening? It truly is. You know, I had hoped so that they would get involved in this, and then I thought, shoot, they're so big. Why would they want to give her any platform whatsoever, any attention? The thing is what I don't think Lauren understands is almost everybody in the country, if they were in her shoes and it was the truth, we would be jumping for joy to have law and crime in on it. You know what I'm saying? Because my gosh, we're gonna find you now. Now we're gonna find you. We're gonna call you out and we're gonna find you. You can't hide. We're coming. And what does she do? She says, "Oh, I just can't go on with it. I just can't. I can't. My son. Oh." Then you come find out her son is 8 years old and you wonder, well, how's he know any of this? Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm just, wow. Would anyone here ever talk badly about a victim's family member? Because I wouldn't even think that way. And she acted all buddy buddy with these people. Exactly. Exactly. And that's how she makes a living. Yet she didn't want Christina to be able to have any say or anything and take her off the internet. It's like a child having a little tizzy fit in a corner. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but is that not like the kettle saying, "Hey, pot," kind of like it, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, the ugliness and how long it's been going on. So, now Queen Bee made a comment that she had to put something over the screen because of a phone number that had been shown. Now, let's just say Cretia wasn't aware and she showed it, then you could strike her, or you could message her and say, "Oh my gosh, my phone number's on there. Would you remove it?" Because I'm sure Cretia would have been very kind and done so. Um, if that's the case. We don't know if that's the case, but let's say it was, right? Um, and she didn't have to strike her and have her taking it down. But, you know, yeah, from what I heard, it was, from what I listened to on Queen Bee's, it was great. It really was. It was good. And oh wow, really? So it's gone now off Facebook? What was the Facebook video under? Was it under a group or something? Megan Connor tried to say that Lauren did the strike because Krisha played Lauren's video she made for JJ. If that's true, how disgusting of Lauren. Wow. Oh, okay. It was on something. Queen Bee um, had covered something else. So I don't know. I don't know. But either way you go, Queen Bee said that the girls are they're helping her fight that. So um, it should be back up in 10 days. And I may, you know what? I may play it just to share it because I may have people that um, watch me and haven't seen her or whatever. I doubt it. She's got quite, oh, she's grown big. I'm sorry. So thirsty. But um yeah, I probably have rattled and I was spending so much time just talking. Oh, you were? Okay, were you watching it with on Queen Bee or are you watching it with Krisha? Oh, hey there. Well, I'm a night owl. I'm a true I am a night owl. I mean, I could literally go live every night at midnight if people like that kind of thing. Um, Queen Bee also sent listeners over to another creator, Burnt Toast Channel 4, further cover 4, and then I hesitate for further coverage. Great to see so many in true crime community coming together for truth and victim's family. Yeah, I mean, I just can't believe. Ugh. Love late night live. Oh, good. Well, maybe that'll be my thing. Maybe I'll just come. I usually talk about trials, and I've got so much to say about the Adelsons, and I still have so much to say about Karen Reed. I usually don't pay attention to the drama in YouTube. I know it's here. I know it's pretty big, but this is different. Okay, in my opinion. Okay, this is different. This is someone who makes a living off of true crime, who for some reason thinks she's better than everybody else, and if she wants to go into a restaurant and she don't like you because you said something bad about her, she gonna have you kicked out. Oh, and better yet, let me see if I can get you and piss you off with this. I'm going to CrimeCon, and before I went to CrimeCon, I went to the judge and told him how scared I was of you harming me. And and you haven't even talked to me since April, but I'm scared to death that you're gonna hurt me. I'm so scared for my safety. Seriously? Yeah, right. With Krisha, I was a bit behind and not long after it ended, but with me, an hour behind it was struck. She was definitely in the chat watching. Well, the thing is, she has thousands of subscribers. This little gal that did her TikTok stuff had a couple hundred, just a couple hundred, and nobody would know that it was those TikToks were about you. Nobody. So what you were throwing a fit about, I mean, you can't even say you were over dramatic about it. You were off the charts cray cray, and you're married to a psychologist, and he doesn't see those signs? No, there's some, I mean, mm-mm. You got issues, lady. You got issues. Then I never followed Daybell or Delphi cases because just over my head. We know, Duck Duck, they weren't over my head, but they involved children. And I've only watched a few that involve children, but those are hard. I mean, I know they're hard for the people that watching them as well, but um, they're hard, you know. Um, and I did watch the last two trials of Lori Vallow, and I may go back and watch the other ones, but um, I just don't know because uh, the horrific thought of what she did, just the sheer evilness one must possess to have done what she did to those children. And I get so affected. I have such empathy that when I watch them, I have issues. So, yeah, I can see giving Lauren the benefit of the doubt, but that's what we were doing when we clicked on her to her video, right? We were giving her the benefit of the doubt. We were all jumping in there to say, "Oh my God, what's happening? What's going on?" To this true crime creator. Let's find out what's happening. And it's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, love is blind, but he definitely sees them, in my opinion. He doesn't want to lose that trophy wife. Okay, I must be missing it because she just ain't all that for me. I mean, not that I'm attracted to women, because no. What I mean is, I don't see how anybody would be like oh my gosh, she's beautiful. I just don't see it. And those eyebrows, they just send me down. I'm like, what? I mean, I was like, did she have them drawn on there? Or does she draw them on there daily or what? And yes, children's cases are extremely hard to take, and they're hard to take for anyone involved whatsoever. Covering them, sitting on juries, uh, family members. I love hearing the justice portion when they've done some horrific things to children, but I just don't know about, you know, I just don't know. But hold on. See, man, I'm thirsty. Aw, you're so sweet, Duck Duck. Well, I think that I think the eyebrows are drawn. The video with John, they were definitely more normal. Yeah, she's listening to people. Well, Turtle Boy, my God, it was hysterical, just absolutely hysterical. And then somebody said something about, I hope you didn't use a Sharpie. And he goes, well, yeah. And he holds up the Sharpie. I'm like, oh my gosh. Of course, I don't know how he got that off. Um, My granddaughter has got a hold of Sharpies before, and it don't all come off right away, so I don't know. Hello, just got here. Lauren, in my humble opinion, isn't well. John should have taken her offline, gotten her major help. She's making a mountain out of a molehill. She wasn't stalked, in my opinion. Thank you. I couldn't agree with you more. I really couldn't. I mean, and the fact that then he went live, but then also remember, there's no way, okay? I'm sorry, but there's just no way they were trying to blame him being sick on this poor creator too. So he needs, he just yeah, he's just uh, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I'm sure well, she's not watching me. I'm just a little video thing. Sharpie comes right off with rubbing alcohol. Whoa, whoa. I guess I got it now. Cool to know. Yeah, cool to know. Hey, did I tell you guys? Now this is kind of weird because I don't really uh well, it's not weird. So I'm a great grandma now. I'm still just Nana because I'll always be just Nana, but I am officially a great grandma, and she looks like a real pretty baby. She really does. All I've seen so far is the pictures, but she got to be two, 2 or 3 weeks old by now. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I told, um, I told her I'd make her some burp cloths, but I don't know if she needs them or not because I hadn't heard from her. So it's kind of, but new mamas, right? New mamas are, well, I didn't want nobody around for a while when I first had babies. You just, I liked keeping them safe and not around a lot of germs. I'm a strange person, but I'd had some losses previous to. having my children, I had experienced loss of children, and I think overprotective just kind of goes along with it, right? So overprotective, I really was. I learned real fast. 5 kids, now 2 grandkids. I promise it works easily every time on hard surfaces and skin, not sure on cloth. There we go. Tried and true. I mean, you can't get any better than that right there. That's not even paid for advertisement. And it's rubbing alcohol will take off Sharpie, hard surfaces and skin. Check it out, and there you go. Learn something new every day. Wow, it's just not a milestone, but an achievement. Wow. I don't know. I never thought I would. I for some reason didn't think I would make it to ever see a great grandbaby. Um, Figured I'd be up in the heavens by then. But how about that? Oh, now grandkids. Let's see. How many grandkids? I have ooh, is it 6? Yeah. I I had to count. I'm getting old, y'all. I have 6 grandkids. Uh, my son's 2 bonus daughters are grown. Um, 24, 25, something like that. Um, 18 months apart or so. And my grandson is going to be 18 this year. And then I have my daughter's children. I have a granddaughter that's 11, one that's 4, and a grandson 7, 8, 7, 8, 8. Wow. See, I have to start counting now. That's something else. I woke up during a drunken night in my late teens just in time before marker touched my forehead. Oh, that's funny. I've seen a lot of pictures of those. They're so cute. And the person is just, oh. So, well, listen, guys, I'm going to end this for tonight. And we'll see. Maybe tomorrow night at midnight, I'll try. But uh, may have more to say. Y'all go watch that video on Queen Bee's channel of Krisha's channel that got struck because listening to what they have to say is, I mean, it is so eye opening. It's unreal, right? And, oh, well, just another army in the crowd. I'm glad you did too. Wow, well, thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodnight, and your presence would be a mandatory. Oh, I would love it too. I've been in there for, let's see, when my daughter-in-law had my grandson, I was in there for a C-section, and I was in there for 2 of my daughter's babies. So, um, yeah, it oh, just mm, I love it. Gotta check your thingy. Nana, gotta check your thingy. Uh, uh, I don't know what a thingy. eh, Sometimes things are a little bit over my head. So, well, listen, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night, morning, wherever you are. And I will try to come on tomorrow about midnight. That time works for me really well. And then I wind down and go to bed. So maybe we'll try tomorrow at midnight, okay? The Midnight Stalker. Good night, everybody.